Do you guys work weekends?
No, I mean
only during summer if
yeah.
it's a push to get stuff finished. But
Yep.
we try and keep that work-life balance.
Yep.
So we very rarely will ask the guys to work a Saturday unless Christmas rush, because it's the most important day of the year. So
do you have a strategy around the approach to Christmas? Have you in your
work till you drop?
Yeah, just keep working and then stop.
We to be honest, in previous years, I have been very poor with my planning, to be honest. We take on a lot of work and
to please everyone.
Let's get everything done.
I think that's a landscaper problem. Just say yes to everyone.
Says yes.
Correct.
Which we've learned not to do.
Last year was actually really good. We had a couple of big projects on the go that we were pushing through to get done, but it wasn't trying to be dragged from here, there, and please everyone.
My law was leading into Christmas.
Correct.
And that was, I remember that was a conversation that you had with the client saying, look, let's get it. That area around the pool.
Yeah. To a stage where it's usable for
and they can
Christmas.
have their family and friends around.
Yeah.
So it's about planning now. Is that we've taken a much better approach to planning around that time of year. So
I asked because I've had landscapers that sometimes leave that last week or two free.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even book anything in. So from like December 16 to 25, they've got nothing in there.
Yeah.
Because it inevitably something comes up. Or someone's like, can you do this? And you're like, yep, for
sure.
twice as much as we normally would charge. So not suggesting that you would do that.
I understand.
But that Christmas, it's so funny how much people tie like their backyard to their happiness of their Christmas. Like if it's not done, we don't have joy.
And
Father Christmas is not coming.
Pretty much, Yeah,
which
it's
is
a big lead up for one day.
Yeah, we get that, and it's not as bad at Easter time, but it's still, there's a little bit of that around Easter as well.
We had landscaping going on around Easter, and I think we just wanted to get, like, I had my lawn go down around that time, but I think, I guess as a parent, I understand, like, Easter's the start of a holiday period, so you've got 2 weeks of having the kids home, so you're either you're going away for Easter and it doesn't matter, or you're going to be home for 2 weeks. If you've got a lawn that's about to go down or a trampoline that's about to go in, that's relevant.
Yes,
I think. Or if you're having your family around for Easter and you want to show off your
correct,
definitely. It's a big thing. You're spending all that money. You want to be able to show it off when everyone's around at the same time. So
it's all about the ego.
Yes.
So what's, I guess, and this is probably a question each of you can answer, the best and worst thing about running a business with your fiance?
That's a good
You go
question.
first, actually. This will be good.
The best thing about it is that we're so, obviously the business model and the way we run the business is we try and run it that is going to benefit the both of us. Whereas, because I've run a business with a business partner that was not, a de facto or fiance or whatever. We had different views on how we wanted to do things. The best thing is that we're working towards a common goal. So we're working towards what's going to benefit us and our employees long term. So that's probably the coolest thing, is that we, when we first got into business together, everyone was saying, what are you doing? You're going to argue all the time. You're going to see each other all the time. We don't argue at all. We've got the same common goal that we're working towards, and that's probably the best thing about it. The worst thing about it is
tread carefully.
Pick my words carefully with this one. That's a tough one. Probably the worst thing about it is, which is probably a catch-22, because it's the worst and the best thing, is being held so accountable. Is the fact that if I don't do something and I'm being a bit lazy, I can't hide. So, which, like I said, it's the worst, but it's also a good thing. So, there's no shortcut, which is good.
I've seen it work well with, I guess, husband, wife, or fiance partnerships when traditionally the male is the landscaper and they're pretty chill about things, and it's we'll get to that next week, but then there's
the backbone
is actually, we need to invoice this because we got to pay for that.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have to finish it today.
Yeah,
you do.
Yes.
So what's your best and worst?
I'll definitely agree with the best in regards to having the same common goal. Kai's obviously got the passion behind him for the last 10 years of what he does, but I know I see so much potential in him, so I want him to keep growing. So I always push him, and when holding accountable, it's, like you said, it's a good thing as well, because I won't let him get away with anything. Probably the best thing though as well is we have a clear defined job role, so we don't clash. Like there's no, I obviously do the back end sort of stuff. I do all the payroll, the invoicing, the marketing, all that sort of stuff, which I enjoy doing. He's on site project managing. He runs the teams. He tells them what to do, all that sort of stuff. So we don't ever clash. It's not like one person's telling the guys to do something and the other is as well. It's clearly defined. So that's probably the best thing. And the worst thing, I mean, probably when he tries to advertise on social media.
I was waiting for that. I'm just like throwing this pie up and getting smacked.
Because he's got a Samsung and I don't like it. So
if you're in charge of the office administration, etc., isn't it up to you what phone he uses?
Well, yeah, I've told him he needs to change his laptop and everything to an Apple, and he just hates my computer.
Apple doesn't have a back button. That's what gets me.
Yeah.
There's no back
As in,
button.
like, the Android has the little...
Yeah. Well,
so
you
if
don't
I
need
want to
buttons.
get through my phone quickly, it's easy.
I haven't used an Apple since the 5, so what...
No, it's all screen touching.
You don't need a back?
No, screen touching, swipe up, and it's all gone. And
Steph asked me to check an email on her phone or something. It takes me about 20 minutes.
Oh.
So
even just using my computer, I've got, like, the newest... Apple, and he hates it. Like everything is different. It's back to front from a Samsung, and what's the opposite of an Apple on a computer? PC. That's it. Yeah.
Are you agnostic? You can use both. Yeah. So the videographers that we've had have always been able to use
both.
Like every one of them's been able to use both. But from what I understand,
what's better?
Yeah, he's a massive Apple fan. We've had we joke about it heaps, but we've got. Our 3 Mac users in our business are my IT guy, I guess he's also an IT guy. He does a lot of our website management and like he does all the Lawn Hub distribution and all that, and website management, and my videographer. So I think from a creative space,
definitely more opportunity there.
Jaron, who's our IT guy, is also massively safe. So I think he likes Mac from a security standpoint.
He does,
like his house is connected to it.
You can, like you got your Google Homes and everything is just a touch of a button or ghost in
One of your beers trying to go away?
One of my beers is like, you told me we were going to catch up at 9:30. What's going on?
It's after 9:30.
Oh, sorry. For anyone listening, something just fell over, and obviously this is an audio and a visual podcast. So, are you working on site now? Like you talked about him, Kai project managing and running the guys. Are you physically out doing the work now, or it's beyond that now?
Sometimes you can't step away.
Yeah, I still enjoy actually doing.
So it's not a control issue.
No, it's not a control issue. I enjoy doing it. I do step away. I've got some really good guys that Steph has helped recruit in site supervisor positions that I'm quite comfortable to leave on site. There's a few certain components of the jobs that we do that I still we've chatted about and they're not quite comfortable with yet. So they're the times that I'll make myself available to be on site.
Like if you had a pour or something, and well, they're all good with that. Like I've seen big pours where the owner's usually there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on.
Things like that. Certain aspects like when we do glass fencing, that's just one thing that comes to mind that they haven't had enough experience in. So I'll be on site just to make sure it runs smoothly. Answer questions exactly. But yeah, most of my stuff now is project managing, is dealing with suppliers, making sure everything's on site so they've got work to do, helping out. We've got a full-time estimator in the office who is picking things up very quickly, but his background is
building sales,
building and like pergolas and all that sort of stuff. So he's still learning bits and pieces.
So is he doing client-facing meetings, or do you guys still? That's you guys.
He's still with us, so we still like to be the face of the business and people to be able to see us when we go out to site. So he'll come along. He's only been on board since the start of January, so 6 months' time, there's still a bit for him to learn. He is really confident in meeting clients, and we still let him take the reins, but we're just there for any technical questions he may have while he's there talking to the client.
Yeah, so you have him there because he's the one that's going to be estimating the job.
Exactly right. So it's best for him to visualise
so you're
it.
the one building it. As such.
Yeah.
So you'll take 3 of you to an initial consult, or
we generally try and do two.
Yeah.
So if it's anything, the way we try and work, if it's anything to do with design and their potential to do a design, it'll be Steph and Andy. If it's anything where they're set on what they want and they just want technical questions, it'll be me and Andy.
Otherwise it could probably be a bit overwhelming having
we
have a bus get everyone.
We have done a couple with 3, and we found that as well. We said it's too many moving parts, too many questions being answered by different people.
But we have overcome it by explaining that it is a training for Andy. It's not, we don't normally bring 3 people out, but it's for him to see how both of us interact with clients as well, because we're very different approaches sometimes. So it's good for him to get a variety of how we both talk.
I've seen it be challenging to have even 2 because there can be conflicting opinions about how things might need to be done or understandings,
Yeah.
and almost like one of you needs to just talk and the other one doesn't. And
Yeah.
it's just,
We find it good, especially if there's a husband and wife, because naturally the girls like to filter off to chat to me, and
Yep.
sometimes we get the feedback from females. They feel a lot more comfortable having a female there and
Yep.
answering questions, and
Yep.
and normally when I'm there, I just help Kai measure and like
Yep.
draw it up and any that sort of stuff.
what is
anyway,
that? Holding the dumb end of the tape measure? Is that the?
Yeah, I normally do that. Put the onus back on there, mate. So.
That's good. I like that.